Oh, what's good everybody? Chris here again. Chris Goes Outdoors. I'm here today with my AT gear. A lot of you had requested a video setup of when I got to camp. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did when I got to camp. First thing, when I arrived, I would always go get water first. So I would typically fill this thing up in my Sawyer bag in the front, and then I would get back and immediately go to set my tent up, because it's another thing I would always like to do, make sure I get the tent set up out of the way before I eat. Because once you eat, the food coma hits, and then you want to go to bed. I got my tent stakes on the outside of my bag right here, and I'll go. So we got the tent right here. We'll set this up quick. So got the four corners of the tent staked out. I got to set one trekking pole to about 120 centimeters. That will be the front door for the Z-Pax Solplex. Pop that in here. So I started the trail with the MSR groundhogs, and I ended up breaking a few of them on some really rocky terrain. So I switched to the shepherd's hooks, and they worked really well. I would use the shepherd hooks for the corners of the tent, and then I would use the remaining MSR groundhogs for the door and then the back of the tent where the trekking pole is holding the tent up. The back one, we want to lower to right around 100 centimeters, and then go around back, pop that in. Then once that is squared away, we tighten out the lines. So we got the tent all squared away. I'm just gonna roll up the doors quick so that you can see inside. Right here, I would take the stakes, I had some extras in here, and then the sack I kept the tent in, roll that up, that'd go right in the front. I would typically take my phone out of my bag. It's in my pocket right now, so whatever. We take that out, I throw that up there as well. We go in here, make sure nothing I needed right here, nothing in particular. Obviously, I wouldn't try to keep food on the outside of my pack. That would be in my food bag. Typically throw this in here, my down jacket, my electronics bag, and then typically my raincoat too. Food bag right there. I would leave for when I was going to cook. Then, of course, you need your thermarest and my sleeping bag. So I would blow this guy up. Feeling really nice and lightheaded. You're feeling like you're floating away. You throw this in here. And then I would typically take this out and then lay the sleeping bag out on my sleeping pad. After this, leave my stuff here, walk over to wherever I was eating, and then eat. Keep an eye on it, obviously, you know, it's within viewing distance. So this is something I didn't really see many other people do. So I'd eat, I'd come back, I'd be ready for bed. I would obviously hang my food bag, I'd throw the bear line, and then I'd jump in. But a lot of times, a lot of people had two-person tents, they could put their pack in there. Technically, I can with a one-person. I didn't really care to, just because it kind of took up a lot of space. And when I did leave it in the vestibule, I didn't really like it on the ground, just in case little animals were coming around trying to munch on stuff. So what I did, and this was shown to me by another hiker actually, he was the only other one I ever saw do this, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. You take a little stick, and you poke it through the handle of your trekking pole like this. Now, does this look familiar? It should, because you should have seen this in many of the shelters along the way where you would hang your bags. So I got the stick there attached to the trekking pole wrist strap, and then I would hook it through the handle of my bag. So I could leave my bag hung up like this overnight. And this worked great. I never had an issue with animals getting into my stuff. And then typically once this is all locked in, this will keep the bag centered like this, so it's not like swaying into the tent or anything. I would typically pop this down as long as the weather was pretty good. If it was really hot, a lot of times I would keep both open, and then voila, you'd be good to go. You jump in, close up the bug netting, go to bed. Then we wake up in the morning, we rip it all down. I'll show you how I do that too. We woke up, it's morning time, wonderful, right? So I would pop this door open just so you guys can see everything pretty well. Get my bag off the thing here. That's good to go. We'll move it out of the way just so you guys can see inside the tent. I'm in the tent, I'm laying down, whatever. Life is good. So need to deflate the sleeping pad and move on with the day. So this is the worst sound, I always said, on the trail. This is the worst sound you would ever hear. It happened every single morning. We unloosen the valve to the thermarest and then cry a little on the inside, knowing that we have to wake up. So you lay on it, it lets most of the air out. Air in that's mostly out. So I would get out, I would roll this guy up. There was no method to the madness. I saw all the people like out there folding this, trying to stuff it back in a stuff sack. I ditched that stuff sack before I even hit the trail. So I literally would just roll it up like this, get the air out. And then this is how I would store it in my bag. Air's out, I'd fold it in half, twist the nozzle back, so that way that's all set. And then this part for my sleeping bag, same thing. I feel like a lot of people were like really gentle with theirs, but no, just cram this thing in, no rhyme or reason. All right, so that's in there. Tighten that up, so that's good to go. Throw that over there, throw that over there. Get the rest of my things. So electronics, my other coats, my cell phone, we'll put that back in the pocket. And then we'll repack the bag and we'll take the tent down last, jam this in, get it in the compactor bag, of course, jam the thermarest in toward the front. Food bag would go on top. My down jacket and raincoat would go cram in the little spots. Electronics in there as well. And then water, hopefully would have already filtered it in the morning. And then bottles back in the thing. Then we take the tent down, jam that back in too. So we'll do that quick. There we go. Stakes are all back in. We'll pull on that, throw them over there for now. And then we'll take the trekking poles out. As you can see, the tent is all one piece. And this is another thing too. A lot of people were very gentle with their tents. They would fold them up all nice like. Not me, I cram this thing in every single night. So, is that what you're supposed to do? Probably not. In fact, I'm almost 100% not, but we did it anyway, and it worked out pretty well. So, stuff this in, then voila, you're good to go. I would put this back in the top here, put the stakes back in the bag, roll that up, strap it on, and there you have it. Backpack on, and you're ready to hit the trail. For me, I got my system down really, really well. It was a matter of minutes before I would have everything set up, good to go. And it just becomes routine. Get very, very familiar with how you pack your backpack, how you like to set everything up. And for me, I tried to make it faster every single time. And near the end of the trail, I had this set up down a matter of minutes. So it was very quick, very effective. And it's good to have it down that quick because when it's raining and stuff, it's nice to be able to pack up, get out, and get going quick so you don't get everything soaked. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please like it, drop a comment, and then consider subscribing to the channel. All sorts of hiking related videos, gear videos, AT videos, future hiking videos, future plan videos will be coming. So if you enjoyed, definitely subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll leave some links to some of the gear down in the description. If you click and buy from them, it does help the channel and it's greatly appreciated. And last but not least, please check me out on Instagram, follow me there. Chris Goes Outdoors, all one word. And until next time, take care everyone, hope you enjoyed.